Hi and welcome back to my channel. I am Indubitably Senise. I decided that this month was going to be the month for me to finally participate in one of these hashtags. In previous months, all summer, I haven't really been able to participate simply because of the way that all of my items are stored. And I just didn't really feel like going through the hassle of trying to lift heavy storage pieces to get to my bags. However, for Sac September's hashtag, started by Dooney Girl 75, I couldn't resist. I didn't really have an excuse simply because the way that my current sacks, my extra large Courtney sacks, are stored, I really could like move and participate in this. So, this is how my sacks are stored. With the extra large Courtney sacks, you don't have to stuff them in order to keep them shaped really nice. You can fold them. All right. I choose not to. I just like for it to be flat, and it works. It really truly works. I still put something in there, I believe, or maybe not. We'll see. So this is the container that I currently store my extra large Courtney sacks along with my east-west sack bags. So we'll look at that momentarily. What I have done, and you can access the bags either through this front compartment, which I'm not going to do because these are nice size bags, so they're not going to really slide through here, but I'm going to utilize the top part of this. I still stuff everything in their dust bags. However, what I am testing out is whether or not it's okay for me to put more than one in a dust bag. The dust bags usually are pretty big, but I just put them all in there and just go for it. So we're testing it all out. The first one that I want to pull out, because I want to pull out the one that is on top, but I'll switch up. This was my very, very first extra large Courtney sack in nylon. This is the yellow color. We'll say yellow. I don't recall. However, this one, this was definitely a bag that I abused because I was virtually new to acquiring a nylon handbag. I had an accessory that I really took to like the limits with it. And so for this one, it actually was conducted in the same way. You can possibly see some of the stains on here that I have yet to attempt to get off. But nonetheless, I love this bag so much so that I was encouraged to really try to find additional bags. And I didn't start really looking until maybe a couple of years ago when I did notice that, hey, it wasn't just in the nylon, but in pebble grain. And so that's where my collection really, really just took off. With this particular extra large Courtney, everything in this bag is nylon, the inside as well as the outside. So I love that with this bag. Oh, and I still have something in here, a pack of Kleenex. And yeah, each of these they have one Kleenex left in the packet. But I love this bag. I might just decide to pull it out. Love the strap. It is detachable. But love this particular web strapping, and I really wish they would reproduce some diverse colors again in the web strap, but fun nonetheless. Love it. So this was my first one. Now I can't tell you which one was my second one. It may have been this one that I'm currently carrying right now, and that is the bubble gum. I'll pull this on up. The bubble gum. Oh my gosh. Love it. I love pink, orange, and purple. And so it is always my goal to find something. If I find like my favorite silhouette, I have to get my favorite color within that particular silhouette. So it just so happened to be this extra large Courtney. I am carrying it. And what I do have, this is the way the inside looks. I am practicing not overloading my bags anymore. And so I do have water bottle in here, But what I want to pinpoint is my accessories. Like I said, I love pink, purple, and orange. And so for this particular bag, I just had to put them together. Look, you don't have to match with your accessories. As long as you have what you need to get out of just carrying those accessories, it's wonderful. The slim wallet is currently back on ILD, and I believe it's on Dooney.com as well, in the colors caramel and red from what I saw this past weekend. And this is the Clementine. Love the slim wallet. And then, of course, my absolute favorite staple silhouette or accessory in my collection is the extra large coin purse, or large frame coin purse. I always have to remember not just saying kiss lock, but this is in the color violet. So I have my 3 colors, and so that's how I'm rocking it with my extra large Courtney. So let's look at the rest of my collection, which is really not huge, but hey, I love colors. Now, you would think that, you would really think that bubblegum pink was enough, but I had to get the hot pink. I just had to get this hot pink, and let me see how my strap is from the storage, because I haven't carried it in some months, but this is the hot pink. So a lot of people will say, well, hot pink and bubblegum is close. You don't need all of that. Okay, great. But, you know, hot pink is darker than the bubblegum. So I love, like, pulling this one out. I do. I truly do. And my hair is getting caught. I'm not editing this video either. So whatever happens, happens. My other color that I love to get, or I got rather, is this violet. Didn't know my strap came off. But the violet, oh my gosh. Love it, love it. So I know that there was a serious thing with the plum wine that came out, and I really wanted to get it. I really had it on my wish list, and I did not get that particular color because I don't know, something just said don't do it, and I didn't. But with this, I'm happy that I did get this one. The violet, just, it's not deep. It's really a playful lighter purple that I really love, and I wish they would bring that color back. Another color that I have is, I believe this is the dandelion. This is not the mustard. I actually purchased this on the second hand, which was fairly new. I'm trying to see if let's see if it tells me the color. It doesn't necessarily tell me the color, but I think this is dandelion. I don't believe it's mustard. I'm looking in the bag. I don't see it because really, truthfully, this is yellow. This is yellow, so I have that particular color. I love that as well. And we're going to move this bag on down to the next bit of sacks that I have. But before I get to these two, my last sack, the only one that I have in Florentine, happens to be my plum wine. Oh boy, this baby is just gorgeous. It is beautiful. And the plum wine and the pebble grain, of course, and the Florentine are totally different hues of plum wine. But I do love this one. This light behind me is probably not really helping you see the color. But this is one that I keep this one really secured in its dust bag because I don't want anything to happen to it. And I think that the way that I do have these bags in their dust bags laying flat, it really just helps it. But this Florentine, it actually was heavier than the pebble grain, and so I don't know. I may get another one in the Florentine. And look at this strap. The strap is different. It's all Florentine as well. I don't know. I haven't really thought about it too tough. I may get another one. I just don't know in the Florentine. But I definitely want more in the pebble grain. My hope is that Kelly Green comes out. A flavor of the orange color comes out like the clementine. What's another color I would love to see? Whatever is bright. I love bright colors. I do love some dark. I'm thinking about finally purchasing a black one. I definitely want red now. I resisted anything red for the longest, and now I'm tapping into it. So we'll see what happens with that. Along with the Sac family, I do have two more that I have compared to the extra large Courtney Sac, but they're not actually the Courtneys. And these are the East-West Sacs, which a lot of people will say, well, that's nothing but a Courtney. I will tell you that they're not. They're not as big. And I've done a very detailed video in the past about these two bags. Of course, I have it here in the hot pink as well as caramel. Caramel is not a color that is frequent in my collection, but I just couldn't resist it with this particular silhouette. And so what I'm going to do is pull the hot pink bag back out. So you can see this is the extra large Courtney, and then this is the East-West Sac. It's kind of, you can't really see the dimensions of it, but if you visually just look at this, and you could tell a huge difference as far as the strap. The shoulder strap is not as wide in dimensions, and it just really flows with the crescent cut of the bag. If you look at the top of it, and this is the feet, this is the bottom of it, and like I said, it is an East-West bag, so you might want to call it maybe a large version of this instead of an extra large version. So you do have that, you do have the side profile, and you can also look at the bottom of this. The bottom of both of these bags are not similar. But when you look at the bottom, if I put them side by side, the extra large is wider. For me, different silhouettes. I could definitely pack a whole lot more in this bag versus this one. However, this one is more snug to the body. I'm going to attempt to stand up, y'all. No editing, so y'all had to hear that chair. But I'm not going to stand up because it's too much right now. But you do have this one is more snug to the body versus the Courtney. It does have a great hang time here. You can see how the top portion of the bag hits my breast area versus here it's really connected more to my armpit, so it really doesn't move, and this is how it would look. And I just love this. So whenever the East-West set comes up, I would suggest that you definitely attempt to consider purchasing this bag. I don't have her stuff because, as I stated, with these particular bags, you don't necessarily have to stuff them. But if I were to just kind of flare it out, you will see how big or how wide this bag is without being stuffed. I will link my detailed review of the comparison of these two bags, of these two silhouettes. But I adore the extra large Courtney. That's what I'm going to say. I adore the extra large Courtney Sac. I really truly do. I think that for me, being a plus size woman and at times having to lug around a lot of things, this bag just does it. There are some people that carry this bag as a diaper bag, or they may carry it for an overnight bag. It will just do whatever you need. The only disappointing part, and I have yet to reveal this, but I'm going to talk about it right now briefly. The only disappointing part in having, 6 Courtneys, 5 or 6 Courtneys, is the fact that this particular one, the hot pink, the magnetic closure no longer magnets and magnates. It's no longer magnetic. We'll say that. I don't feel any way about it though. I don't know what happened. It's just it doesn't do what it's supposed to do. It no longer snaps together. And that's not a big deal for me simply because most of the time I don't really focus on this actually closing. I like the fact that it doesn't have that zipper closure. It's just open. It's just free. Let's check out another bag that I can get to. So with my bubble gum, hey, you won't hear it close, but it, oh, there you go. It does close. With my hot pink, you won't hear anything. You will hear crickets. So it stopped working. And as I said, I'm not really just hell bent on, oh, let me send this back and try to get it repaired. It's not that big of a deal. Now, if there were some other issues, of course, I would send this bag back. Otherwise, this bag does exactly what I need at the time that I'm carrying it. So yeah, these are my sacks for September. And thank you, Dooney Girl 75, for suggesting this hashtag at this point right now in the month. And I am going to attempt. I might even backtrack. It all depends on how I'm feeling, y'all. I might backtrack to Drawstring July. I might pull out some accessories and showcase those just to be a part of the movement of recognizing each month a various or different hashtag to really spice up our collection. I really appreciate you ladies for continuing to keep this ball rolling and sharing your collection and just encouraging us all to do the same. So that is my video. If y'all have any questions or concerns, y'all, leave me something in the comments. And don't forget to like this video. I haven't said this in a long time, y'all. Don't forget to like the video, set up your bell notifications because I'm very random as to when I post. I love that about myself. You'll never know the day or the time that I will actually post anything. And yeah, shout out to everybody out there in the handbag community, and I'll be back soon. Bye.